settle this sub or dub argument right now, starting with solo leveling. And to address the elephant in the room, はい、日本語できます。ご安心ください。でも字幕入れるのがめんどくさいので、日本語はここまでで、これでもみんな満足してるでしょうね。ね、sub purists. 3 categories: main character performance, entire cast performance, and localization accuracy. By the end of this video, you'll know whether or not the English dub holds up to the Japanese version. Alex Lay did a phenomenal job as Sung Jin-woo. His flavor is slightly different from the Japanese Sung Jin-woo, but Alex's performance is exactly how I had imagined Sung Jin-woo to be in English. Jin-woo has a lot of screams, a lot of emotions with varying ranges, and I think Alex Lay did a very good job portraying Jin-woo's raw emotions in the English. He did way more than enough to give Sung Jin-woo's character justice. 9.5 out of 10. I wish I could say the same thing for the entire main cast, but I can't. Now, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of good performances in this show, notably Chris Sabat as Hunter Go. But the performances from the different characters as a whole is a very mixed bag. Like, I get it, you can have a different flavor of a character in the different dubs. I do get that, because that's what acting and localization is supposed to be. And I'm not throwing any shade on the English cast or the team, because they did put a lot of hard work into this. It was obvious. But quite honestly, I think some of the voices were horribly mismatched with some of the characters. The biggest example for this problem is Cha Hae-in. I didn't feel the same depth of emotion and quality of acting as I did with the Japanese Cha, and she literally took me out of the English dub immersion every time she speaks. Even with some side characters like that main orc boss in season 2. Even with his voice already altered to sound like a monster, his acting did not carry the character through. It was pretty bad. Again, no shade or disrespect to anyone, but the entire cast performance gets a 6 out of 10. There were definitely some things changed in the English localization of this anime. And yes, there were things that were different in the English dub from the Japanese. Was it enough to warrant concern? No. Were there some unnecessary changes that irritated me? Yes. One example was that monster Jin-woo named Tusk in the English. In the Japanese, he named him Kiba. While Kiba does mean fang or tusk, I still think that keeping it Kiba would not detract from the understanding of the whole storyline. Plus, it sounds cool. Localization gets a 7 out of 10. So does the dub keep the integrity of the Japanese version? Yes. Objectively, Solo Leveling gets a 7.5 out of 10, while subjectively, it gets a 5.
Let's get it!